Sakode, where do we have can we have a copy right here? We will once again solicit for your generosity when the time comes tonight for the launching of the magazine. I want to let you know that you are an elect of God. You are a chosen generation who will not only showcase the glory of the Lord Almighty, but you will manifest His love for you. Because you are here tonight, the good Lord will bring your dream into fulfillment. I say because you are here tonight, the Lord will personally deliver your blessings unto you. Here with me. And you will personally be there to receive all the blessings. To the members of the advisory board, I say glory. To the planning committee members of this occasion, I say honor. And to the participants and volunteers who have one way or the other made this august occasion possible, we say thank you from our humble hearts. May you all be filled with the fullness of power, life, everlasting happiness, joy, and abundant blessings. I take you to a Chinese proverb which says, bosom friends coming from afar, deep joy filling in our hearts. Tonight is really going to be an exceptional occasion for fruitful interchange of ideas, culture, education, and the development of long-lasting friendship through a time of networking. I want to say one more time that we appreciate you and we hope to give you the best because you deserve nothing but the best. Please relax, enjoy yourself as much as you can, and network as we launch Shekinah International Magazine. And remember, brothers and sisters, together, you, and I can make a difference and impact our community. The Lord will bless you. Thank you all for coming. Shekinah International Magazine, the 4th edition is here.
The round of applause is kind of small. It's a little bit not up to the demand for a brand new magazine that is out here. And I'm going to start from the beginning. The name Shekinah. Shekinah is the name of the Almighty. So we are in very big business tonight. Are we ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Praise the Lord. I know we are ready, but I want to prepare our mind that even as you get ready to launch the magazine, to welcome the magazine, and to do the award night, we are doing so many things at the same time. And I'm going to crave your indulgence. We are going to jump into the refreshment to be served for us to get prepared to dip the hands into innermost place where the checks, the heavy checks, with the heavy bank accounts are. So I'm preparing your mind. Please, we are going on a journey tonight, and it's going to be a fun journey. And it's always a reason for a season. So saith the word of the Lord. So let's do this together. We are moving into dinner before the award and before the donations. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. There is going to be light music, even as we say hello to each other and to get our food and to relate with each other for a brief moment before we go into the business proper. And then I know you're ready. That time, if you are not ready, oh Lord, I know you will be ready. Praise the Lord.
See, Nigerians, I told you, she hasn't got anything to eat and there's a piece of spaghetti hanging down her mouth. If that's not a good evidence, I don't know what. If you have gotten something to eat but you're not full, raise up your hands. You're not full? Very good. There's more. I just saw them brought out some more rice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go right into the program now. For those that had joined us a little bit late, it's okay. You missed some cultural dances, and you missed some of the welcome address from the publisher herself. But there's still a lot more that we want to do tonight. To get going, there are a couple of individuals that we would like to recognize here tonight. Apart from the people that are going to be getting the awards, these folks are very important in the community. The first person that we have, actually we have politicians, we have religious leaders, we've got all sorts of leaders here tonight. And if you take a look at the copy of the magazine that you're going to get a little bit later on, even the mayor of Chicago recognizes today and has written a memo just to commemorate today. And if I remember very well, the past 2 years, Mayor Daley had done the same thing before he left office. So with that said, there are few individuals here tonight that we would like to recognize. The alderman of the 46th district is here with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mr. James Campbellman, please. I was going to have Mr. Campbellman or Alderman Campbellman, I was going to give him the mic tonight. Because a politician, they never run away from a microphone. They've never seen a microphone they do not like. Even if it doesn't have a voice, it doesn't have a... All the way from Indiana, I understand we've got a professor in our midst and his wife. Professor and Mrs. Obajuluwa, all the way from Indiana. Where are they? Please, a round of applause for them, please. Yawuse State? Excuse me, what is the state of Indiana? What do they refer to? Hoosiers, right? Yeah. Hoosiers State. The people from Hoosiers, they're here. They're only known for one thing, basketball. Hoosiers. A round of applause for the Hoosiers. I understand. Pastor Akibero is here. Where's Pastor Bero? Pastor Bero is here. A round of applause. It's a leader in the community. For these special occasions, we have a couple of our mothers that have traveled far and wide to get here tonight. All the way from Nigeria, I understand the mother of the editor is here tonight. Mommy Aro. Where's Mommy Aro? A round of applause for our mommy. She's over there. Give her a round of applause. And also, all the way from Nigeria, the mother of the publisher. She's the one that we can blame or we can praise here tonight based on the success of this magazine. Alaja Aisha Akorede, all the way from Nigeria. A round of applause for her, please. Thank you, Mommy Esho. Now that we've gotten everything stated, we're going to go into a couple of key items here before we actually go into trying to raise funds for this magazine, presentation of the awards, which is why we're here tonight. And if you look around, there's a work of art. So I understand that the curator of the art is here tonight and is going to take us through that journey. But before we go into all that, yes ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, as we move on, I understand that the next lady that I'm about to introduce, she is not a stranger in the Nigerian community. She came all the way from London purposely to be here tonight. Purposely to be here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, some of us know her as Mama Doka. Some of us know her as Mojisola. Some of us know her as Kukuya. Mama Doka is in the house. Give her a round of applause, please. So with that said, I am not a publisher nor an editor of a magazine. Was in college, and I know it was a very difficult thing to do. I do not envy those people that have to sit, write, edit, to create what we all know as a very good publication. We are going to give them a couple of minutes to come and tell us about their experiences. How they live through meeting deadlines. How they live through getting the right stories. How they live through managing budgets. So, can I get a chair here, please? Somebody help me with a chair. Here, please. Thank you. My brother is bringing a chair. Thank you. Right here, right here, right here. Thank you. So, another chair. Yes, please. So, I would like to call on Brother Aro, who's the editor. Where is he? A round of applause for the editor. He's the one that makes sure that grammatically the magazine is sound. He's the one that ensures that facts are checked before they get published. Please have a seat. Next to the editor. Oh, is that for me? What's your name? Sultan. That's a wonderful name. Sultan. Kings bear Sultan. A round of applause for Sultan is a helper tonight. Sultan of where? Chicago. Sultan of Chicago. Just like we have Sultan of Sokoto. Sultan of what? Kano. Mama Donga, is that your son? Oh, that's yours. Oh, Sultan. It's a beautiful name. Oh. What's the siblings? What are their names? Amir? Just like we have Sultan, we've got Emirs. All right, I would like to also call on the publisher, Princess Akorede, to also take a seat, please. A round of applause. It's a black tie affair. It's a black blouse affair. It's a black... Tonight, you just have to make sure you're wearing something black. Sister, where's your black thing? Show me. Mama Donga is all black. If you don't have black on, stand up. I have black on, but I can't show anyone here tonight. I have a black mic. And a black shoes. And a black belt. I'm all black tonight, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We are going to take the next 3 or 4 minutes in trying to understand what these two people live through on a daily basis. Please. We will ask them some questions for them to live through their experiences with us so that we can better appreciate what they truly go through to get the product out. With that said, Mr. Editor, I will start with you. And you want to stand next to me? This is like the Republican debate. I am Anderson Cooper. Who are you? Don't take the mic, just answer me.
I am, what's this guy's name now?
She's Barbara Walters. Barbara Wawa. So her line of questioning is going to be, if you are 2 trees, which tree would you be? And I will ask this and Donaldson question. Mr. Editor, if you were to tell us 1 or 2 or 3 things that are most challenging in your job as the editor, what would they be?
3 things to say. The first thing is time. The second thing is time. And the third thing is time.
Can we have that again?
She said 3 things. I said the first thing is time. The second thing is time. And the third thing is time.
Okay. Ms. Publisher, I want to ask you about the most important day of your life in this career that you've so chosen. The important day, the most important day in this career that really boosted you and boosted your ego. What is that special day and the event? I'm a theater artist, and I know that if we have a play, and probably we have a drummer or the props man, if they're not there at the rehearsal, we can do nothing. So, I know that with you is the inculcation of the entire thing together. Now, in this profession of magazine business, what is the most important day and the event that you can say has really boosted you and make this profession some kind of fulfilling unto you? Am I clear?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I will first of all say, as a publisher, as a writer, as an editor, the first thing you need to do is to meet your deadline. Because you have your media competitors out there, and they're ready. If you don't catch it young, it's no more news. So you have to meet the deadline. At the same time, I remember the very first edition that we did. It we started it little, but to the glory of the Lord Almighty, we have come to stay.
Thank you very much. Now, where do you get your stories from?
The stories that make up or eventually end up in the magazine comes from everywhere. So that's why I said time is the challenge. Time in the sense that some stories come all the way from Nigeria, some stories get into the magazine from China, from Europe, from Canada. Yeah. And so trying to get all these stories edited, because when you are reading them, go through them, you don't want to distort the thought pattern of the writer. At the same time, you don't want to have a myopic writing. So you are, trying to balance up this writing from being a myopic one, and at the same time not wanting to distort the thought pattern of the writer. Because many writers, and that's one of the greatest challenges we face in this profession, that people will come and tell you, oh, I read your magazine and that's not what I wrote, that was not what I was trying to say, because you've changed the whole storyline.
I have a question. If there come 3 good stories, not the same stories, but they carry the same weight and almost the same value, what is your level, what is your cruciality or your thinking level as far as choosing one after the other to give them preference? What is going to be your model as far as picking the preference in order to choose the most important story? There are 3 stories, they have great value, and you want to pick one in order for it to go into the magazine. What is going to be your answer to this?
It depends on the type of stories that you're carrying. But in order to be on top of your business, you have to be very current. It doesn't mean you have 2 stories or 3 stories. You just have to be right there. You have to be at the right place at the right time for God's right purpose, so you can be able to catch it young. We always want to, it's about our clients, it's about our customers. Okay? So if we have 3 stories, we look at which one is most important, which one will our readers would love to read about, which one will they benefit from. So we look at it, from that perspective. Then we write our own stories from there.
In addition to clientele, that Richard just mentioned, another thing we really consider is the impact. The impact the story and each of the story is going to have in the community that we are particularly based in, what is going on, what is currently going on, what the happenings there. So when we consider these top stories, we look at the one that is really, really going to impact the community at the moment.
I appreciate your answer because you drove just right into it. I was driving towards the target audience for the particular sector at which you really, really attack. And thank you for your answers.
Just one last set of questions for the young people that are here today that do not truly understand the business of publishing or writing. 2 questions actually. About Shekinah magazine, how would you characterize the type of magazine it is? Right? 1. 2, in terms of your 2 roles, where does your start end and where does your begin? I'll start with you.
I would say, can you give me your question again? Because I think your questions are twofold, right?
Yes.
Twofold. What type of magazine are you publishing? Is it religious? Is it social? Is it just news? 2, in terms of roles, for the young ones, what does a publisher do? What does an editor do? Thank you, sir.
I will first of all let you know that the magazine is gospel, but it's a combination of all. We cover everything. And our mission is to impact our community. You know, when you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, somebody has to do something. And that is why Shekinah International, has come into being. So it's about impacting our community, and that is why our mission is rebuilding, redirecting, and repositioning. We're in the business of empowering, and impacting our community. Okay? So that's what we do. And as my role as the publisher, I look at the news content, I look at everything that goes into the magazine before we go into publication. I hope I have satisfied you.
Yes, the editor, please.
I must say something before I go into the role, and that is this woman here, indeed, I must tell you, should and must be celebrated. I believe she's not celebrated enough. We're sitting down here today, and it's all smiles, it's all... Many a times, tears go into the production of this magazine. Tears, because there's so much disappointment. You will have thought it's going on okay, and you will get there, and you'll be disappointed. In fact, the magazine you will all have here today, we almost been disappointed. When she called me, she was all up in tears, saying, "Did you just not hear what they said, Pastor? Did you just hear what they said? They said the magazine is not going to be ready for today." I said, "Just calm down, just calm down." Sincerely, she is a great woman. I think we should give her a round of applause. She has, and we joke about something. I'm sorry to digress a little. I'm coming back to your question. We joke about something about her. I have always said something, and I'll repeatedly say it anyway, that if there is an office that this woman cannot penetrate, probably the office is just going to be established tomorrow. There is no office here in the city of Chicago and without the borders that Princess will not. All she needs to do is just to knock, and she will get what we want. And I haven't said that. My role is a multifaceted, as in I do the spiritual aspect of it. And as an editor, many a times I would have edited, I believe I've edited, I've finished a line of production, I will send it back to Oga, and she will just call me up 2 a.m. Of course she knows I don't sleep, and she does not sleep also. She said, look at that story, can we just change this thing, can we? I said, you know what, just give me some time. And sometimes we don't sleep until 4, working like that, on the phone, and it's easier. I mean, it's a good thing that we're all sitting down, smiling, and enjoying the wonderful time here tonight. But blood indeed has gone into the production of this magazine. So as an editor, my role is just to be obedient to the publisher.
Thank you very much. Now, just one set of questions. Is the magazine, does it make enough money to pay your $100,000 a year salary? It's not a joke.
I wish.
So it doesn't. Publisher, are you sucking up all the money and you're not paying him?
Oh my God, I wish.
Both of them wish, meaning that we got to raise some money for them tonight. They are true, excellent people in the community. Thank you very much. A round of applause. Okay, now we are going to try, before we get into actually presentation, sister, I need one of those, please. Before we actually get into the presentation of the awards to the awardees tonight, amongst the limited set of resources that Shekinah has, they've actually created something that they would like to raffle and auction out tonight. My sister, if you have that auction items, please bring it. Okay, Mrs. Akondo, please bring it up. Now, it's going to take us 10 minutes to go through this process, please. I took a look at what's inside that bag. Is it huge? Let me carry it.
Very heavy.
You got to pick it from the bottom. Yes. Alrighty. Thank you. Is it fragile?
Yes.
Does it tick?
Very thick.
Oh no, I didn't say thick. Does it tick?
Yes.
It's not a bomb. A bomb ticks. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what we're about to do is what we call the American auction. How many people have heard of American auction before? For as little as $5, you can take this baby home. And it is heavy. It's not edible, that I can tell you. But the way we're going to do it is, if you want to buy it for $5, all you need to do is give me $5. Right? If you think that it's worth more than $5, after I get her $5, you could buy it for another $5. If she wants it back, she's got to come up with another $5. The last person that wins this thing could potentially buy it for how much? $5. Does that make sense? I am not an editor. I'm trying to be, I play one on TV. So, with that said, we're going to go right ahead. Do I have anyone? Please show them. Can I have an usher with some plate or something to get the money, please? Real quick. 10 minutes. I got an usher here. I got an usher here. Manoka, I will start with you. $1.